Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are pulling back the curtain on something we literally all do every single day, the hidden mechanics of everyday conversation. We're going to dive into the source text Speak English with Samavia and totally deconstruct a simple exchange between two complete strangers. Now, it might look basic on the surface, but as we break it down together, you'll see there are some very clear unspoken rules at play when two people meet for the very first time. But before we jump into the exact dialogue, let's ground ourselves in what we're actually looking at here. It helps to remember that a greeting is way more than just making polite noises at someone. It's really our fundamental human mechanism for testing boundaries and building trust from scratch. What we're examining today is a beautifully clean example of two people doing exactly that in a new language. So here is our roadmap. Number 1, the art of greetings. Number 2, establishing your origins. Number 3, declaring your nationality. And number 4, sharing contact information. Let's get right into it with Section 1, the art of greetings, breaking the ice. Look at this opener. Hello, my name is Ahmed. It seems super basic, right? But Ahmed opens with a universally recognized greeting, and boom, he follows it immediately with his own name. He doesn't pause and let that awkward crickets chirping silence creep in. By offering up his personal details first, he significantly lowers the stakes for the other person, which makes it incredibly easy for them to just step in and respond. And Hiba, well, she reciprocates right away. I am Hiba, but she also adds, nice to meet you. Now, this simple little phrase shifts the whole exchange from a somewhat sterile swap of names into an actual human connection. It's her way of signaling that she welcomes the interaction, and that is absolutely crucial for building initial rapport. Then Ahmed fires back with, nice to meet you too, Miss Hiba. Notice what he did there? He perfectly mirrored her greeting, which, by the way, is a classic psychological trick for building comfort, but he smartly adds the formal title Miss right before her name. It's a really quick, effective way to set a polite and safe baseline for the rest of the conversation. Moving right along to Section 2. Establishing your origins, the geography of connection. So after Ahmed asks where she's from, Hiba provides her location, but then she tacks on, and you? You guys, those two little words are the absolute lifesaver of any conversation. She's essentially passing the ball right back over the net. It prevents the whole thing from stalling out into a one-sided interview and keeps it flowing like a real exchange. Now, watch how this interaction starts to scale up. We start with specific, zoomed-in cities like Tehran and Islamabad, but a conversation usually needs some room to grow, And so we see this natural transition from localized spots zooming way out to entire countries. Ahmed answers the specific city question with, I am from Islamabad, but then he totally pivots. He asks, what country are you from? By asking a slightly broader question, he acts like a bit of a linguistic detective. He ensures they don't just repeat the exact same pattern over and over, which keeps the conversation moving forward rather than just getting stuck in a loop. All right, that brings us to Section 3, declaring your nationality beyond the map. There's actually a really distinct difference between pointing to a map and saying you are from a geographical boundary like Pakistan or Iran versus claiming an internalized identity. When Hiba is asked her nationality, she states, I am Irani. Do you see that shift? The focus completely moves from simply where you live to who you fundamentally are. Just look at this breakdown for a second. What really stands out here is how wildly efficient this quick little chat has been. We have names, specific cities, broader countries, and nationalities. In under a minute of dialogue, they have quickly and naturally speedrun building a solid profile of one another. Which leads us directly into our final milestone, Section 4, sharing contact information, the ultimate trust. So they've laid the groundwork, they've built up comfort through greetings and backgrounds, and Hiba just goes for it. What's your phone number? This right here is the ultimate pivot from right now to the future. And let's be honest, it generally only works because the previous steps successfully created a solid foundation of trust. And Ahmed? Absolutely no hesitation. He provides that exact string of digits. Handing over a direct line like that is a totally tangible sign that the trust built over the previous few steps has actually paid off. Ahmed then reciprocates by asking for an address, and Hiba shares exactly where to find her. West 196, Tehran. Think about how crazy that is. They have gone from saying a simple hello to knowing exactly how to reach each other in the real world. So by breaking down this simple dialogue from the Samavia method, we can see a completely reliable roadmap for new interactions. Step 1, establish your name. Step 2, pinpoint your location. Step 3, declare your nationality. And Step 4, exchange contact data. You can confidently use this exact structure to navigate standard English introductions. Because at the end of the day, the mechanics of conversation are pretty universal. They rely on respect, a little bit of mirroring, and a steady escalation of trust. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to ask yourself, when you meet a total stranger tomorrow, are you prepared to successfully build that bridge of communication? Are you ready to confidently share your own West 19 when your moment of connection arrives? Keep these 4 steps in mind the next time you say hello, and just watch how smoothly the conversation flows.